yeah, so, I lost all the footage to Cave Story, and, alright, what was I talking about? Yeah, one day I'm actually gonna, like, make up for losing all the Cave Story files. I'm gonna do, like, a long stream of, like, maybe Cave Story Plus or something, you know, just something Cave Story related altogether. Maybe I was actually thinking about, and, I'll actually ask you guys if you want to see this. Um, and this has to do with Cave Story, by the way. Obviously, I'm sorry. I'm just really... Yoshi, no! Come here. Okay, I'll catch him. Come on. Aha. Alright, yeah, I was thinking, there's a new Cave Story mod out, and I'm a pretty active user on the Cave Story forums. And it was kind of like a mod that makes the game harder, and I was thinking maybe one day I would find the time to kind of do this long stream of this mod. I lost Yoshi. But I guess that leaves me to do this. And, you know, it's this mod, it makes the game incredibly hard. It's like the exact same thing, but like just, like the gun doesn't shoot straight, sometimes it just shoots in all directions and stuff. And it's stuff like that, and then it makes a really annoying footstep noise that would obviously get on my nerves. And I know how much you love watching me go insane, because like one of my most viewed videos is the Twitch stream of Kaizo Mario. Actually, my most viewed video was a Gmod episode, and it was actually from the old cringeworthy video, but somehow it got a lot of likes. I don't know how. You guys must be really idiots to like that. Anyways, no offense. Oh, come on. Anyways, I might do this stream. It's called... I might do this mod for like a Twitch stream or something, or a YouTube gaming stream if I can get that set up. But YouTube gaming is incredibly hard to set up. Ask anyone. Ask anyone who tries to use OBS with this. It's almost impossible. I've tried before. I couldn't get it working. Oh, come on. Don't... No! Yoshi! That's the second time I've like lost him at the end of the level. Anyways, it's the mod is called Murray if you want to see it. It's the Japanese word for impossible. So I don't know, it's really still in beta, so that's why I haven't done it yet. Oh, sorry. But I might at one point, just for like a makeup episode. Because I really deserve harshness because I was so excited about getting near the end of that game and then just losing it all. It's just really made me mad. I mean, it was far from a perfect series, but it was gonna be the first time I beat a game on this channel. Whatever. But this is it. I swear this is it. If I can't, I'm not doing Let's Plays. I probably will anyways, but yeah. Oh yeah, I should tell you something. A little story from just the other day. So my 3DS wasn't working correctly, and I went on the tech forums, at the Nintendo tech forums, because so here's what was happening. It actually kind of fixed itself. I'll tell you about that later, though. The problem kind of solved itself. It's kind of funny. No, come on. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, what I was saying. So I recently had transferred all my data from a 2 GB SD card to an 8 GB SD card because I wanted space for Mega Ruby. And it asked me to update, and I was very skeptical about updating because I was using Homebrew at the time, and sometimes Nintendo would pump out fake Homebrew blocking updates that would like that would crash your 3DS altogether. So I was kind of skeptical, but then I kind of asked around if everyone was getting the update. And yeah, everyone did, so I decided to just update because it couldn't have done anything wrong with my 3DS. So, which is how I know that this isn't really caused by the homebrew. And it's a problem that's solved now, so it doesn't really... I think that Nintendo would have kept it like that, if it was true. So, after this, I boot up my 3DS, and I kind of forgot about it for one day, like it was... I hooked it up to my charger, and I left it to update for a while. and then I came back to it like a day later, and it had already been shut off because after an update it shuts off, and next time you turn it on, the update will be, you know, I'm just speeding through this, in effect. So I came back, and I kind of waited for a while, but the screen was still black, and you know, my first instant thought was, oh my god, they bricked it. They bricked my 3DS, and I was really mad. But then, I kind of removed the 3DS file, seeing if it would work. The 3DS file is where you store all your homebrew games, by the way. Oh crap, I did the wrong thing. And so oh no, never mind, I didn't. You know, so I kind of freaked out for a moment, thinking that my 3DS was broken. But then I heard that it was called the Black Screen of Death, kind of like a cousin to the Red Ring of Death on Xbox 360. And it usually happened because of some hardware error, but it didn't seem like it looked like any other like instances of the Black Screen of Death that anyone had described. Usually there would be an error block, and mine, it was just a black screen. So I decided this was kind of a unique case, and Nintendo didn't say anything in their update logs about blocking more homebrew things. In fact, after I got this working, the homebrew worked perfectly. And I don't pirate, by the way. Just to let you know, I wasn't using it for any bad purposes, so don't get, you know, turned away from this. Because I know how many people are, like, against that. I was just using it for, like, user-created games and stuff. Because I find that stuff interesting, since I want to be a games developer when I'm more older. And so I went to the Nintendo Tech Forums, and this story's gonna take a while, by the way. I go to the Nintendo Tech Forums, I ask about this, and I also uploaded a video. It was an unlisted video of it just staying on the black screen. And so a Nintendo employee contacted me like a day later about it, and apparently, I don't know, he had no idea what it was, but he had a kind of a funny story to tell me, and this is where it gets good. So, do you guys remember when I played The Uncle Who Worked for Nintendo, that text-based horror game that I played, that had to do with like I don't know, I don't remember. It was just, it had this completely unexplainable ending. But apparently there's more than one ending, and when you get them all, it kind of pieces together. But I haven't played the game since I played it then because it kind of unnerved me. But it was basically, so the guy said, I saw in the suggested videos another video by you called The Uncle Who Works for Nintendo, and I already was laughing. I mean, I was already snickering when I saw that because, you know, he works for Nintendo and stuff, and that's, you know, it's a really ironic name. And he said, I decided to look up the game on my computer because, you know, I found the name funny and ironic. So yeah. And he said, well, and then he said, well, I'm not gonna sleep for a couple of days. I'm like, oh man, I felt sorry for the guy. But apparently, I don't think I'm gonna actually be playing this game again soon. So, you know, I found that funny that this Nintendo worker, so his exact words were, well, that is rather disturbing to say the least. I kind of regret searching that up after a while. I said, oh, I'm sorry. And he said he found it was humorous, though. And, I don't know, it was just kind of hilarious. And, you know, I just thought it was, I don't know, it was just really, I don't know how to end this story, but it was just kind of funny. His reaction to it, like, altogether. He just was like, well, that was weird to say the least. You know what, I couldn't agree with him more. That was a really weird game, and I don't know. I'm kind of really bouncy right now. I just thought it was funny. And then the next day I'm telling my friend Colby at school, and he's the one who's, I don't know what his name is. He's like, his YouTuber name. He's in my suggested. And yeah, I said, so apparently, I didn't tell him the full story because you know how long I've been talking about this now. But I said, so apparently, and I contacted a Nintendo worker about my broken 3DS, and he said after they kind of PM'd me, and it was, you know, he couldn't figure out any solution to it. Like, and I said, well, he saw my suggested video, or the video. In suggested videos, he saw my video for the uncle who works for Nintendo and looked the game up, and then, you know, Colby already is familiar with the game, and so he's already face palming. I said, so he looked up the game, and he, I don't know, it was just he had the funniest reaction to the story. I thought it was pretty cool. So that's a story I can tell nowadays, that I got a Nintendo worker to play the uncle who works for Nintendo. And Colby was like, he's like face palming and looking at me like I did it personally. I'm like, I didn't do it personally, it was just in the suggested videos, man. But let me tell you, his face was priceless when hearing about that story. I don't know, it was just one of the weirdest, funniest experiences I ever had. You know, because I go on forums a lot and stuff. Let me get that. I can't jump like that, or whatever. I don't know, I just thought it was a really funny experience how, you know, first time getting in contact with a Nintendo worker, trying to solve my broken 3DS problems, and I'm not sure if he found it humorous or just weird, but needless to say, it's just a quirky story, I guess. That I can tell. Oh, whatever. Alright, so I gotta wait for this to come out. Oh, oops. I've just been playing these like based on muscle memory so far. Like, I haven't even been kind of paying attention. I'm having too much fun telling stories and stuff and just laughing. I'm really hyper. I don't know why. I mean, it's not like that one episode of Cave Story where I had like a Pepsi beforehand. I'm pretty sure you guys remember how I forgot to edit out the part where I went to get another soda. Dude, I hate that series, man. Even though it's my favorite game, it's my least favorite current Let's Play series on this channel. I thought it was a pretty humorous experience. But yeah, I just had a lucky day today. First off, my week has been kind of unlucky because I actually forgot like my school binder and Chromebook in the gym locker room, and now I've been forced to like 4 days without all my notes and stuff, but I've been kind of handling it pretty well actually. So it's not too big of a, it's just, so you know, I was having an unlucky week, and then so and yeah, here's where the problem fixed itself, as I so said. So we're gonna play Kahoot in class, and you know, I don't have my school Chromebook, so we're allowed to use our phones as well. So I pull out my phone, and it won't let me sign into the school network. So you know, I just kind of have some free time while everyone else plays the Spanish Kahoot game, it's a quiz game, by the way, where everyone connects to like a server and has this little quiz show you know, I'm pretty sure if you've been to if you're like in a high school or middle school in this time, you've probably heard of it, because it's pretty popular among teachers and stuff. So I kind of had this free time, and I pull out my 3DS and I start playing Angry Video Game Nerd Adventures, like I said. And, you know, I had to do I'll tell you how I got my 3DS working again. Like, it was really annoying, but I had to do up till this point where the problem fixed itself, in air quotes. So what happened was, I have to take out my SD card when I'm booting it up, and then put it back in when it's finally booted up, because it won't turn on when the SD card is in there. And that was the thing that was bothering me a lot. So how long have I been recording? 28 minutes. Wow, it felt a lot shorter than that.
Oh no, they never stop, do they? Okay, I'm gonna try to jump over. Oh no! Oh! Don't make noises. Don't make noises. That's freaky. It's freaky crap, bruh. What is that?
His teeth are perfect.
Yeah, they are, but they're disturbingly perfect.
He looks like he's constipated.